Good afternoon. Time to wrap it up this May the 4th, 2015. We came in today, we saw resistance at 10 to 15, and we were hoping to buy against the buck. It would have taken 8s to get in, 6 to 8s, which market she got into. So the trades that worked, very, very slow trading. A retest failure trade here. I guess you could have made a point if you were more nimble than me, but after 3 tests, we threw in the towel, and market came back up, another retest failure. Right there, this one did produce a small winner. This S, another small winner. Mean green trade right here. Would have stopped out for a loss. On a retest failure basis, you could have made a little off of this buy. If you were really, really patient, you did it. So again, we're facing very, very difficult, very, very slow trading. And those that get paid come in early. They buy or sell off the opening. They get that first nice run in the market, and the market tends to die after that. So it really puts the onus on being there early. If we look at the F1 screen, see we got a higher low and a higher high, so the F1 screen on the E-minis has us a buyer. Looking at the F2 screen. Now we've got Newsweek, ADP comes out on Wednesday, and unemployment on Friday. The consensus is on the ADP number about 1,000 plus. On Friday's non-farm payroll number at 220, and then tomorrow's ISM services, I think at 56.5. Those are the 3 major pieces of news this week, and if as forecast would all be supportive for the indexes. Okay, volume is riding to the high side in this distribution, so it still favors the buy side. So this 5 to 7 is buy 1. 2100.02 is buy 2. The sell, based on where we are right now, is 14 to 16, and then 19 to 21. Tomorrow's news, ISM services. And 56.5 is the number. That would be a pretty healthy number. The Fed has maintained that, again, the first quarter aberration is bad weather. The market's going to come roaring. The economy comes roaring back in the second quarter of this year. And the Fed probably will not come to their determination whether to raise interest rates or not until the second quarter is over. So most people are guessing now that we're going to see, if they do raise interest rates, September, October, unless we get really, really, really strong growth. And I don't see where that's coming from. Looking at the macro numbers, lower high, lower low, F1 on the note makes us a seller. And put these together. The knob spread came in. Went out at 29 even. We started this morning at 29.18, and that's what gives the 30-year a lot of juice. Okay, we had circled this morning as our second area, this 31 to 03. We blew right through our number 1 sell area, 24 to 28. Didn't have a chance to get short there. But we did get a nice setup here. C and D, and the market did start lower, and it produced a big trade. So got to close here at 23.5. Last rotate up stopped at 27.5. So 27 to 31 is sell 1. 3 to 7 is sell 2. The news, if as forecast, is not friendly. We've got a B. We're headed lower. So 21 to 17 is buy 1. That's where support is. Then 9 to 13 is buy 2. Okay, looking at the 30-year, big market, lots of range, lots of volatility. The lowest tuition costs in learning how to trade our methodology is in the note. Then you move to the ZB when you got it figured out, and this is a weak market. So the bond players are playing like an interest rate increase is coming in June. They are taking it down. The knob spread is unwinding big time. It was over 35. We're at 29 right now, so it's been a huge trade. Okay, last rotate stopped at 28. We're at 22, so 27 to 31, sell one. Bottom fell out of the market between 15 and 4, so 3 and 7 will catch the second edge. 13 to 17, buy 1. And then 5 to 9 will be buy 2. For Globex, we'll adjust that in the morning. Gold held in pretty well today, in spite of everything. I think the retail account is supporting the market. So on F1, we've got a higher low and a higher high. We've got this attractor or draw in the 97 to 1200 area. Not that far away. So resistance is at 90 to 92, sell 1. 95, 97, trying to pick up this area right here is going to be sell 2. The buy side, we broke it out, so 85 plus or minus buy 1, and then 80 plus or minus buy 2. Saw where Saudi Arabia is holding a carrot out of aid for Yemen if they throw down their arms. And, you know, from a cost of treasure standpoint, it's probably a cheaper way to go, but the issue always is, have you accomplished what you needed to accomplish? And with the concept of taqiyya built into Islam, if you're combatants and fighting each other, even though you're not supposed to lie to another Muslim, you can lie to anybody else. Under taqiyya, my understanding of it, that you can lie to your opponent and buy time to rebuild your army, then turn around and attack them when you feel ready to do so. So it's always really tricky. I mean, unless you unconditionally force an opponent into surrender, I mean, unless you bring him to the knees. And look at our experience in Korea, look at our experience in all the wars we fought since World War II. It hasn't, for the most part, it hadn't been very effective. And our two most recent cases were Iraq and Afghanistan, and those did not turn out well. The police action comes after you've absolutely defeated your opponent militarily, and it requires a different skill set. Okay, here we have crude. It's an inside day. That usually means trading range. The market's acting like it's a trading range. I'm going to do a J split right here to get the right split. Trying to do a J split. So definitely a seller against 60, and we have had a buyer in the 58.50 area picking this breakout up. So longer term, this market is still pointed higher. So stops above 59, it's aggressive, it's mid-range, but if we can't get through 59 and change that from resistance to support, then this market is set to retest the lows. So that's going to be sell 1, back to our 75 to 60 for sell 2. And on the buy side, we'll make it 58.25, 58.50 for buy 1. Give it a little bit of room to the downside, then buy 2 will be 57.75, 58. No new news out on Europe. The Greeks are pressing for a deal, and as we've said all along, they will take the deal that the European Union and the European Central Bank give them. They don't have a lot of choice. They need the money. Pretty 113, 112.75, 113 has been rejected. Now we have a seller in the 1250. So 1250 to 113 even is where the seller is right now. And the buyer, it's hard to say. We had this breakout that you can see, and we're on it right now at 1150, 1100. So 1100, 1150 is support. We break that, and probably 110 even. Have a B, the market is pointed lower. Last rotate up stopped at 67, so 65, 75, sell 1. Basically 112 even, sell 2. Buy side, we were hoping to buy 20s to 30s. I'm gonna lower that. Let's make it 111, 111.10, buy 1. Try to buy against the buck. I think we can maybe sell, and then 75 plus or minus for buy 2. London, we ought to find out where resistance is in London. And that's it for March the 4th, 2015. You all have a great evening. I will see you bright and early in the morning, 6:45 a.m. Central, give or take. I'm out of here.